Now, usually, I try to make videos that inspire you to travel or chase your dreams, and I'd much rather you watch those. But I do realize that a lot of times chasing your dreams end up becoming a business. So I thought I'd lend a helping hand, or two.
So we're going to do a quick talk through, emphasis on talk through about bond value. So this is the formula, and it looks almost like hieroglyphics, like the formula that's going to break a wormhole, right? But it's not, and I'm going to explain to you why it's not. Just remember this. Well, if not remember this, understand that there's a formula that lets you know what the value of a bond is. Incredibly important in bonds is the fact that you want to understand the market interest rate, especially if you're purchasing a bond secondhand. That's the easiest way I can say it. Someone's already purchased a bond. Market interest rates are different from what they were when the bond was purchased. They may be the same, but more or less, let's say it's different. And now you need to calculate, how much should I really be paying for this bond? How much is it really worth? Generally, rule of thumb, what you need to understand before anything else in bond valuation is that the higher the interest rate on the market, the lower the value of the bond. Okay, why? It's simple. Because your bond may be yielding, let's say, 10% of the face value, right? So every period, let's say the face value is $1,000, you're getting what, $100. So you're getting 10%. But if everyone else out of that $1,000 is now getting 20%, why would your bond be, why would anyone be interested in it? They can just go into the market and get something better. Maybe they want something that's going to yield where the date of maturity is a lot more recent. That may be why they're interested in your bond, but it doesn't mean they're going to pay what you pay for it. The value of it is less now because everyone else is getting a better deal. Okay, so definitely take into consideration what the market rates are, always, and the date of maturity. All right, the closer to today, usually the higher the value. All right, but above all else, the higher the interest rate on the market, the lower the value of a bond because everyone else is getting a better deal and you're stuck with a piece of paper that's not keeping up with the market. Also, you may have gotten this bond at the right time and everyone else in the market is getting crumbs, so you get to offer this at a premium. And actually, let's just get that out the way. So there's a face value bond, and again, you really want to focus on market interest rates. I can't emphasize that enough, so I'm going to keep repeating it. All right, it's not just the coupon rate of your bond that matters. It's also what the market's offering. Time changes, and Lord knows a corporate bond lasts a very long time to maturity. Okay, so a face value bond, essentially the coupon rate's equal to the market interest rate. Done. A discount bond, all right, it's going to be less than the face value, what you're going to be able to sell it for. And the reason why is because the coupon rate is less than what the market's offering. I can go somewhere else and get a better deal. I may have to wait a little bit longer, but it's still a better deal. I don't want to lose money. So if you want to let this piece of paper go, well, you're going to get less than the face value. Usually you could just say less than what you paid for it because the value of the bond is depreciated. And then you're going to have premium bonds. All right, so we've gone over face value bonds, coupon rates equal to market interest rate. Discount bonds, the coupon rate is less than the market interest rate. And now if you happen to be fortunate enough to be holding onto a piece of paper with a bound indenture that says that your coupon rate is actually higher than the market interest rate, better than what everyone else is getting, then you have a premium bond. Okay? That's it. It's all about return. So let's walk through the formula and actually see what's going on here. All right? I'm not here to try and confuse. I just want you to actually see the mechanics of this so it doesn't look like hieroglyphics, and you can come back to this on your own time. Or just do some investigation, but know the nature of a bond. So we understand that I've already explained, and you can watch the video Talking Bonds really quick. I've explained the nature of what a bond is, right? How a company uses it to borrow money. And it might not be that video. It might just be another one, but I have spoken about it. I believe it was in that video. Okay, so very important here. I have the coupon rate times the face value, which is just the coupon. Incredibly important, right? So it's the coupon multiplied by the rest of this. I'm just going to zoom in. So if you need to take a second to write it down, that's all well and good. The R is important here. All right. The R in this case is what the market's offering, because you need to know as of right now, what is the value of this bond? So this is the market rate It's not the coupon rate. That's all you need to really remember, and then we're going to talk about this. It's the market rate. What is everyone else getting? Okay, so you're getting $500 or let's say $100 every single period because you have 10% coupon rate. So 10% of the face value would be the $100. It's all well and good. But let's start thinking about this conceptually. For let's say 30 years on a period-to-period basis, you're guaranteed that constant cash inflow to yourself. $100. Year in, year out. What does that sound like? For a guaranteed period of time that's actually going to end at some point, you could count on this amount of money. Doesn't that sound like an annuity? And if you change the C and just turn it into a P, the principal, or you just understand that the coupon's the principal, and you block everything else out, isn't this the same exact formula as an annuity? It is. So over this period of time, I'm not going to mark it and label it specifically, but start to finish, we need to understand the value, all right, of right now, all these cash inflows, all the way to the very end. So these constant, we'll just say $100 is the inflow. What's the value of it? That's a present value of an annuity. But you're going to use the interest rate of the market, because the only reason you want to understand the value of this right now, of this bond right now, is because you're technically comparing it to the market. Otherwise, you would just say, all right, well, this is what the math is a lot easier. But if the rate, especially that the market's offering, is different from what the coupon rate is, things change, and now you need to actually know what the real value is. T is the time to maturity. Okay? But again, this looks very, very, very similar to the present value of an annuity. Okay? And next, it says plus face value over, parentheses open, 1 plus R, parentheses closed, to the T. That R is still the same market rate. But the future value of what? What is it we're calculating? That last payment that you're going to get at the very end. All right? The face value. So let's say it's a full $1,000. So you're going to get that last coupon, and then you're going to get the face value at maturity. What's the value of that last payment? Doesn't this look exactly like the future value formula? I mean, the present value formula. I apologize. The present value formula. The future amount of money you're going to be getting divided by 1 plus R to the T power. Okay? I mean, so really what are we doing? We're calculating the two together, the annuity, the present value of annuity, and the present value. Well, I should write, I'm just going to write present value. So the annuity and that present value of the last payment. No, of the principal. Okay, so the principal in this case for us is just the face value amount. So that's it. That's all you're doing, because that's what's happening in a bond. You're getting period-to-period payment, which is an annuity, and then you're getting one lump sum at the very end, and we need to calculate what's the worth of that to us right now. But the rate that's going to be important to us is the market rate. And that's it. That's all you're doing when you're calculating the value of a bond. You plug the numbers in. But look, you memorize this formula, and here it says coupon rate times face value. It's just the same thing as the coupon. So if you know what that guaranteed payment is, you don't have to really worry about the percentage and face value here. You can just plug in the amount of money that's guaranteed to you on a period-to-period basis, and then you don't worry about it. What you do worry about is what the market's offering right now. Are they offering a better deal or a worse deal? And you'll actually be able to get very close to understanding, all right, this is how much my bond is depreciated, or how much it's appreciated. Okay? That's it. Bond valuation. Well, I should say the beginning of bond valuation. Very, very complicated field. It's very involved, but this is a good start.
Thank you so much for watching. Turning a dream into a reality usually ends up becoming your business. That is why we have the Helping Hands videos. Subscribe, like, and feel free to leave a comment below. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Fans of Kindness, our Facebook page, is also waiting for you. See you in the next video. Until then, be your best and never stop learning.